Here we go. Me, my boy Noahverse. You can always, Omniverse. I keep saying it's literally a habit now. And then we have what we got. We have Mitch over here. Let's see if he's working now. Everything's working for you now.
I think so.
There we go.
I had to get my hat. Everyone else is wearing hats.
Yeah, we have OmniBuddy over here. You can check him out at OmniBuddy. You can check out Noah at Omniverse. Our boy Day Day. I think Day Day is at work today. Whatever.
Is that where he's at? Okay.
I was hoping that he would be on today, just so people could see, talking about his video, his guest feature.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I wanted to see his reaction and he'll start screaming at us. But yeah, Mitch, your mic is muted again, so you're having technical difficulties. I understand.
I'm gonna put the mic off the freaking roof. Stupid mic.
Dude, but after reading that first Man of War and Harbinger, you definitely need to check it out, Noah. It's actually really good. I wouldn't put it as like better than Invincible yet, but it's still like it's pretty good. It got me hooked. Like I finished those 2 books in like 2 days. So I'm like, all right. And then the next read I'm going into is I try to do American Gods, but I'm like, I'm not feeling it right now. So I think I'm gonna switch over to like Hellsing or something.
Are the Valiant books hard to find right now?
Some of them are very hard.
Yeah, getting the entire collection is pretty difficult. Apparently, people have been like
as it's sitting on his shelf, it's hard to get.
Well, like if it wasn't if it wasn't for that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently.
But the thing is, you had to buy like the entire Valiant set to get some of those books. Like,
yeah,
that's how you. It's basically the only way you can get some of them.
Yeah, because some people they don't want to split their set and stuff like that. So you have to buy the entire set, or good luck getting like a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
But I heard they're making, like they're rebooting the series or something like that, right?
I haven't heard about that. Like I said, I've been avoiding Valiant because I'm so scared of the investment that I just don't follow them now.
I feel like that's one of those things where if you buy one, you have to buy more and just keep on buying. Kind of like Berserk. You just got to.
Yeah, literally like Berserk. So I had one person. She watched my video, right? And she messaged me. She was like, "Why don't you have everything? I had everything. I added everything to the cart. It's like $1,000." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what the heck?" You're like, "I need you to get all of them," but I was like, "I can't."
I thought my last order was a decent size. Golly.
Yeah, I have some people like literally after I post. If I post any video, it could be an Alf omnibus or just some random.
that thing would sell so fast just for the lulz.
Yeah, some random book it will sell. I don't know why, but I don't know. Any new reads this week?
I'll let you go first, Noah. What are you doing?
Nothing. I mean,
I stopped the camera for you.
Is that because of Noah or
no? Not for Noah.
Definitely because of me.
My girl camera's shy right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. You got everything.
Victoria.
Hi, Mrs. Sifu.
Nothing new that I'm reading. Like everything that I'm still reading everything that I mentioned last time. So nothing new really.
What about you, Mitch? Dude, I still need to get that ogre.
You didn't? I thought you said you were going to. So yeah. So there's some Kickstarters I'm really wanting to get right now. We can talk about those later. You're asking what we're reading now. So I am about to. I'm reading a ton of different books because I jump around because I'm ADHD like that. But next book I'm doing, Small World, which I happen to have sitting here.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know me, you know I've been on that magnetic press kick. And then I'll probably mix it up. We'll see how long that takes me. But then I'm going to be reading the next Mouse Guard.
Oh, yeah? Is that a new one that just came out or just like...
No, this is Legends of the Guard. So there's Fall, 1152, Winter 1152, and then there's the Black Axe, which is kind of the third one in the chapter. So because they talk about the Black Axe in the first 2 books, and then this kind of explains it and its history.
Yeah.
So that's the first 3, and then there's Legends of the Guard, which is like a whole bunch of different short stories, and that's volumes 1 through 3. So I'm about to start that, and then the latest hardcover that they had come out in that is called Baldwin the Brave, and that's the 7th. Yeah, that's the 7th hardcover. But they also have 2 free comic book day hardcovers, which I believe are both in Baldwin the Brave.
So what are free comic book day hardcovers? Are they like the same book but with like free? It just says free comic book day on it.
Yeah. Oh dang it! I actually, because I got the statue for Mouse Guard, I took all these books to work. So I brought this one back today. Yeah. I took them all to work and made a little display on my bookshelf there. So, but they're actually taller than these books. These books are square, which is kind of different but cool.
Kind of like the Batman Damned issues.
Yeah,
they're squared. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're square books. These ones are kind of the regular trim size, just miniature. They're a little bit taller than these guys, but they're really thin because I believe these are 3 to 4 issues in these ones. So yeah, so I didn't actually realize that they were double dipping, but when I bought them, but it's kind of cool to have them anyways. They're cool. They're pretty cool looking hardcovers. So there was like $15 for the pair of them, so I didn't really care.
I had a broken link. Oh, I guess I'll fix it.
I guess I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll fix it after this live stream. I thought it was the right link. It's already starting, dude. It's your boy. Start out strong.
Freaking gun.
So is this free comic book day? It's like a bunch of comic books or like that day. You go to a comic book shop and you get a bunch of free stuff and whatnot. Is that how it works? And it brings you to the shop so you can check it out.
Yeah, the whole thing is just like get new people in the shop, get people back in the shop. And it happens usually every year. I mean, last couple of years have been a little bit wonky, obviously with the pandemic, but usually there's like a whole assortment, probably like 30 to 40 different comics. They're usually a little bit thinner. They're really most of them are like one shots or issue 0 or something like that. And they some of them tie into the story, but they're usually completely separate. Sometimes I've seen them like launch a series with it. Yeah. So it's kind of like a little bit of a warm-up prequel to it, and then it gets you into the new series, or it might be like an annual type, separate book.
Yeah.
But they're usually pretty short. They're not even full, like 32, 34.
Yeah, they're almost like samples, kind of.
Yeah, that's really what it is samplers. And
like they did one for Invincible, JP. Like a while back. Like when the show came out, they did one for Invincible.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So they'll use it for a lot of marketing, things like that. But sometimes they'll do really cool ones like Mouse Guard, where it's an actual hardcover.
Yeah.
I've never seen a free comic book day hardcover.
Yeah, they're pretty few and far between, but they do them here and there. So those are I wanted to jump on those just because they're pretty cool.
So what is Magnetic Press about? Because I really never hear it, but I see some are they just a Kickstarter, or is it actually like a big publisher? I never really heard of them.
Yeah, I was looking on their site the other day because it's like Neurobellum, not totally sure how to say it, Neurobellum Productions or something like that. So it was like a video game developer guy, and he decided I like comics and I'm gonna start I want to start doing some comics. So he made Magnetic Press is like a sub business to Neurobellum, and he's they've been doing basically what they do. Like this is the latest one that just came out, and basically they take like acclaimed books from Europe mostly, and they bring them to English, and they publish them, and they do really nice publishing jobs and all that.
Yeah.
Do really cool presentation on it and translate it, add some extras in, things like that, and then they do a Kickstarter. They kickstart it to do that. So that most of their stuff now is all Kickstarter. They do a little bit of non-Kickstarter here and there, but the vast majority of their books now are all done through Kickstarter, which is kind of an interesting way of doing it. If it, you look at like Boom and how they kickstarted.
Yeah,
Mighty
but
Morphin
Boom,
Power
they like
Rangers.
to milk everything though. They could literally just make everything without a Kickstarter, but like I feel like they have a really bad rep right now with their Kickstarters because they just do everything for retail.
Yeah, and like what got them on everyone's list, they're not good lists, is like with Power Rangers, they kickstarted. Oh, we're gonna do I think it's like 7 or 8 books. What do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th just came out, and I think they kickstarted all 7 or 8 of them. And they're like, they're not done yet. You'll get all of these if you kickstart. It was like $700 for all 7 of them or something. So it's like $100 a book, which is more than what the regular ones retail for, but they're like different covers or whatever. And then after the Kickstarter ended, like a month or 2 ago, they're like, oh, you can get the whole series for cheaper through, OPB and CGN and IST, and you can pre-order them for even cheaper
on Amazon, all that stuff,
Yeah, and a lot of times you'll get the books before the people will have that kickstarted get their books too, and so it's just it was I see that, Chris. It felt very scammy. It was at least scummy, that's for sure. It was super
that's what everybody's been telling me. And what's up, Chris, man? That's my boy. He's one of my day ones, dude. That's my guy. We need to go on a live stream one day soon, pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that was. So they're a smaller publisher, Magnetic Press. So I don't feel weird about them because they just don't have the money like Boom or Marvel or those bigger Image, all those bigger publishers. They don't have that kind of money to toss around.
Yeah,
and they're pretty upfront about it too in their updates. Like, hey, because the shippers lost a pallet of the Peach Momoko exclusive cover, an entire pallet, and they're like, we have enough books, but now we don't have enough Peach Momoko exclusive Kickstarter covers to cover everyone. Yeah. Sorry, like we don't have the money. And they're like, if you get a damaged book, like mine, technically is damaged.
Yeah.
Like a little bit, like it's not that big of a deal to me, but like they're like, if you get damaged on your books, like it costs we're going to lose money on the book if you want a new one.
Yeah.
And between shipping and all that, and so they're like, please be gracious with us, and also we're just gonna have to go in order of who backed first to give you the covers because we don't have enough now because the shipper lost an entire pallet. So they're pretty small, but they're pretty cool. And they work with me now. They've let me review early copies digital because they're like, we literally don't have physical copies of the book for you to review because it's not printed until the Kickstarter is done. So, but they, they're willing to work with a smaller YouTuber like me.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and all their reads are pretty great for you too.
All the reads?
Yeah, like all the stuff they can for you.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest complaint about them really is like the books that they tend to do is that they're just short. And you can pound them out in an hour and a half usually.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
if you're like Noah, it'll be like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I thought it would take him longer because he has a harder time reading, but that text to speech app doesn't work as well. It takes extra time. But yeah, I mean, so it takes it. They're not long books, but the art in the vast majority of the books, the art is just outstanding.
Yeah.
And the presentation's so cool. And it's cool just like kind of being in with these smaller publishers. And the stories have all been cool, just short. And a lot of them end up more like, I call them spec pieces. Like, oh, this is kind of like a cool like concept, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of them I'm like, I wish they would flesh this out more. Like Paris 2119 about teleportation and things and things going wrong. I'm like, oh, this is a really cool concept. They didn't like it, the writer like could have done a lot more with this. It could have been a huge story, but they didn't, you know, it's a smaller, you know, there are a lot of like smaller writers, independent writers. So but they have the new one, Carbon and Silicon and Shangri-La are coming out, and those are probably I think they're nearly 300-page books. So they're thicker, they're pretty good, and I got to read those. And those were my favorite ones, and those are coming out, and they're in slipcase together, and that slipcase is hot.
Okay. Yeah, see, 300 pages, that's like nothing to us. Like we're back behind Noah, it's like 1,000 pages minimum. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So 300 page goes pretty fast, especially with a lot of these they're more art centric, where some of them are just like you'll have a 2-page spread that's no text,
right?
It's just all imagery.
Yeah. You get that a lot in Berserk too.
Yeah, as I was about to say, Berserk is like such a fast read because I mean there's been times when I've turned the page twice and it's still just art.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, I still have Volume 9 literally on my windowsill in my room to read, but I was like, I don't want to read it yet because then I have to wait another 4 months. I'm just maybe I wait until
you got to put it off and wait.
Like maybe I wait until the 2-month mark.
Yeah, you gotta stock those up at least 2 to 3 deluxes. That way you can just like pile through them all and get like kind of a nice arc, and then stop for a year or however long it takes them to come out with the next 3.
I gotta get Volume 3, man.
We got our special guest, BJ Casey. He just pops up out of nowhere every time. You know, he's like, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
My bad, yo. My bad. Are you drinking milk, Mitch?
It's a very white trash drink. It's a White Russian.
White Russian.
Yes. I'm from Wisconsin, so it's a little bit of Kahlua, a little bit of vodka, and the rest is milk.
Gotcha. Yo, I literally know, now 2 people from Wisconsin. The one other person I know from Wisconsin, all I knew about their family was that they were from Wisconsin, right?
That's all you need to know, really.
But get this, the Bucks win the championship last year, and her parents get interviewed as like the fans that have been waiting 50 years for the Bucks to win. I'm like, that's like the most Wisconsin thing ever, which is just hilarious.
That's awesome. Yeah, so it's my Midwest heritage. So yeah, there's pretty much milk. It tastes like coffee milk.
Dude, I miss drinking milk.
So the difference between a White Russian and Kahlua.
Huh? So a White Russian is Kahlua, which is like coffee liquor.
Right.
And then, so it's coffee liquor, which is Kahlua, vodka, and then fill it up with milk. Or if you want to go real, it's 1 shot of Kahlua, 2 shots of vodka, which is a ton of alcohol in one drink, and then fill the rest with half and half.
Yeah.
Instead of milk. I'm like, a lot of alcohol and a lot of fat in that. I'll just do milk and bring down the alcohol content. So I just like the flavor.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I'm gone after 3 shots, dude.
Just go for it.
I don't drink.
I'm with BJ on that one. I'm not a big drinker.
I mean, I once upon a time I drank, and what I found out was I was a bad enough person. Like I was mean enough to my friends without the drinks, and it just like it went to a whole different level.
Yeah, like mean to Noah, but times like 20.
I knew somebody was gonna say something.
So it's just like a regular chat with Noah.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
This is ginger beer.
Oh yeah, my girlfriend made some of that. Some for a Thanksgiving drink actually. Like, how do you like ginger beer? It's not even beer, right? It's just a drink.
Well, there's alcoholic ginger beer and non-alcoholic ginger beer.
Uh-huh.
What most people are referring to is the non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
My people are Caribbean, so ginger beer is like a way of life. Like I love it.
Okay.
It's an acquired taste though, and there are different brands. Some are like way more on the sweet side, and some taste more like a fermented drink, almost close to like a kombucha.
Yeah, dude, kombucha is strong, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
This sits kind of right in the middle of those two. It's not overly sweet, but it's also not like crazy sour. Yeah. Some of them are so spicy from the ginger you can't really down them. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, I heard so many things about kombucha. Like it was so good for you, all this stuff, right? I tried it for the first time. Like, what the hell is this? I almost spit it out. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, how do you even drink this straight with a straight face?
Yeah, I had it once. I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, kombucha's okay. Not super into it.
So. Dude, so did you guys see that the Daredevil's already out in some stores?
Yeah, I saw a dude post about it in one of the groups. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was in stores?
Oh, yeah. Some of them. I'm pretty sure he's not telling what shop it is because he doesn't want them to get in trouble.
My dog got her freaking paw stuck in her stupid gate.
Apparently, we'll be getting Daredevil, the DM edition tomorrow, Inferno Prologue tomorrow, Jessica Jones tomorrow, and then it's like Fantastic Four, Fate of the Four hardcover. I don't know. I think Daredevil standard version will be coming out later, maybe like December 28th or something, but the DM ones are coming in early, which is kind of strange. I thought they would come at the same time.
The DM is separate. The DM is the one with the skull hand, as Noah calls it.
Yeah, the skull hand. Yeah, I was actually really surprised because I checked the tracking for it and it shows like 3,000 pounds of books coming in tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes.
Who are those coming from?
AAA. Yeah. But I've been making phone calls with them, talking to their reps and everything. So I think everything's gonna be working out fine. We'll see how it goes. The only thing we have to worry about is just if they come with a left gate or not. Because I called Penguin twice. I'm like, hey, can you add make sure I have a left gate on my deliveries? And then every time they'll be like, well, I need to talk to somebody else about it, but we'll reach back out to you, but they never do. It's like, all right, we'll see what happens. Every single time I get delivery from them, I was like, we'll see what happens.
It's a nice mystery box, is what it is.
A lot of mystery boxes.
Yeah, mystery palette.
Yeah, there we go, mystery palettes.
I think out of that list you just named, I definitely want the Inferno Prologue. I want the standard cover for that, though. Yeah. And then I'd probably get the Daredevil, because I don't have any Daredevil Omnis. And I just like that cover.
Yeah, that cover is cool. I actually dig it. So, Crashline real quick. So, and how do you say this? Animosity? It's been pushed back so many times. Diamond keeps giving me a different date. They keep on saying it's coming, but I just don't know. And same thing with Rachel Ray. They literally said, "Hey, it's coming." Or no, not Rachel Ray.
I was like
Rachel Rising. Yeah, same thing with Rachel Rising. They keep on saying it's coming, and out of nowhere, but we don't know if we'll have it in stock, and it gets resolicited.
Are you sure you're not selling box sets of the cooking show? Rachel, is that coming?
That'd be amazing.
Speaking of street dates changing, did you see that allegedly the Once and Future slipcase is not supposed to be out until April? Like they were supposed to cancel all the slipcases.
That's what I heard.
To the shops later.
Yeah, so that's what Omar told me, but I didn't want to say anything because it wasn't official. But since the slipcases are out, he said that all Once and Future orders, the slipcase in deluxes, were supposed to be canceled and resolicited. But, I guess they just threw it out there, whatever.
Sheesh. Yeah, there's definitely a slipcase behind me, so it exists.
Yeah.
And Noah too, so.
Yeah, I think we all have a slipcase except for Mitch because he's being silly.
It's in the works to move the slipcase from down there up here.
Because Noah's got to fund his drug habit.
Yep.
But nah, I got super lucky. I just walked into the shop to do something else.
And you just saw it?
Yeah. They have one slipcase and one non-slipcase.
Mm-hmm. I should go check my shop.
I was like, dang, like,
dude, you should just. I mean, you might. I got that. I mean, y'all know the comic shop Great Escape, right?
Yeah.
That's where I got that from.
Okay. I mean, if the release date is going to be April, if it gets resolicited again, then it's not that far of a wait. But I'm pretty sure that it's going to be like summertime 2022. Same thing with Something Killing Children. I'm predicting that it's going to be resolicited in the next solicitation. That's just my prediction, like how it happened with Something Killing Children. So if you don't want to, if you can't find any, you can probably just pre-order the next one.
Yeah,
Once in Future, that's Boom too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're both Boom.
It's kind of oh yeah, that reminds me. Firefly was supposed to come out this week? And something Unification War, something like that. I forgot what it was. Mm-hmm. But they never received it, and there's no new date. So I don't know what's going on with Boom titles, dude. It's kind of like really unreliable right now.
Yeah, it's super weird that all the like crazy shipping and shorts on everyone, all the resellers and all that have all been Boom lately. DC's finally got their act together, which is kind of weird.
Yeah,
but and then
DC is pretty consistent on everything right now.
Yeah. And then Marvel's misstepped with Penguin, but that's mostly Penguin, but it went with them. So it's like Boom and Marvel right now are the two that are.
I hope the thing with Penguin Random House gets fixed. Good Lord. I can't stand seeing that, dude.
It's it's another month. Everything's still the same. Getting boxes and books in printer boxes with like really messed up corners. Now the funny thing is now that Penguin Random House is like we'll deal with this later. I'll submit like a claim and they'll like get back to me after a week or so. So I literally just have damaged books sitting in my warehouse waiting to get picked up. So I'm just like, all right, we'll see what happens.
That's rough. But you get the short end of the stick anyway because you just do collected editions, right? And the majority of their retailers don't.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, even though you're buying thousands of books, it's just like, oh, this is just that one guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just that one guy.
Yeah, they're gonna throw you on the back burner for a while and worry about other stuff. Unfortunately,
like all my reps, I only have one good rep, but he's like just like a marketer rep. Like all my actual like account managers and whatnot, they don't reach back really. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, whatever. We'll see what happens. Kind of like how whenever they lost the Wolverine palette, I'm like, oh gosh, that was miserable. That one was horrible.
How long was that? Like 3 weeks or something like that? They couldn't find that thing?
It was going on 3 weeks. Got it on the 4th week.
It's a big pallet. I don't understand how that gets lost, but that's none of my business.
I'm still waiting for a box, just one box, that was sent to my old address, which is literally like 8 minutes down the street.
Uh-huh.
And it just says forwarded for like the last 3 days. I'm like, yo, like just bring it. Like
you could have just walked to that house.
Or just tell me where it is and I'll go get it.
Right. Like I don't mind going to the post office. Like I could do that, but it doesn't say that. It just says forwarded.
So
I'll go ahead and go down there and just ask if they have it or something.
Yeah. Did you forward it yourself or did they forward it?
So I have address forwarding from my old joint, but I was told it doesn't apply to packages. It's only for regular mail.
Oh, just mail, yeah.
Oh.
So, but this box was forwarded. What's crazy is it's my mom's house. Like if they had just delivered it, I would have just gone and grabbed it.
Yeah.
But whatever. Now it's gotta wait.
Now I know not to ship to any of your older orders.
How did that even happen?
So like whenever like I send books to like Noah, Mitch, or whoever, and they don't like place a new order, I just go to their old order and just make another shipping label from that. Because I can't make another shipping label. I have to like manually put it all in there. It's like I have all I have to do is put in the weight and just ship it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I had a package go to my old work from like 2 years ago. I was like, my old work calls me. I like pick up my phone, like, hello? Like, I haven't talked to you guys in years. And then, and like, we have a package here from betaraygeeks.com. So it was a gift from another friend. And
Yeah.
I was like, did someone send me something? And he's like, oh crap, that's your old work address. So first time I've been back there since I quit there.
It's got to be awkward just walking in. Yeah, I need my my package.
All right, see you guys.
Peace. Luckily, it was 2 new receptionists that I've never met before, so they had no idea really who I was. So that was nice. But at least they could take it, and then they're like, figure out who I was, and called my cell phone, which was awesome.
Right.
But it's just forwards.
I can't stay. I just popped in to show some support since I was eating dinner anyway. I'm not feeling great, so I'm taking a day off tomorrow, and we'll see if the hangout still happens. I'm supposed to have a guest on the hangout, so I guess I can't back out. So I'm gonna go to sleep, see if I can get prepared.
Sounds good, man.
Pop some melatonin, my friend.
Yeah.
I don't think sleeping will be a problem for me, honestly. Though.
Just feel better.
Yeah. See y'all.
Right.
I'll see you, man.
Peace
Hey,
out.
man.
See you, BJ.
Dude, so what's it called? When do you think Tyler Cuncombe's new Invincible will be coming out, dude? I still been waiting.
When do I think it'll come out?
Yeah, because he said he is in the works.
I didn't realize he was coming out with more Invincible.
No. He not making Invincible, but like making the art.
He does like the cover right there.
Yeah.
He's doing different variants.
Yeah, he's making another cover apparently. So
I don't think it'll take him too long because he's making so much money on Whatnot right now.
Yeah.
It's not even remotely close to funny, dude. Like it is like degrading how much money he's making right now.
Everybody got to get on Whatnot now, guys.
Dude, I'm telling you, like they're actually running. I mean, might as well. They're running a thing right now where like if you like every profile has like a link or something.
Yeah.
And if like it's like a referral link, if somebody joins with that, they get $10 towards their first purchase, and then you get $10 too.
Yeah, dude, I see so many startups do that, and it's kind of funny. Like Mitch, he downloaded the app like a few days ago, right? And he was like, "Yeah, I went to a live stream. It was like these people just standing around, and it's just repeating in a loop." And I was like, "Bro," I was like, "That's a pre-recording, dude. This is not live."
I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I will
here.
say, unfortunately, I think for trying to sell, unless you have a big following, like you're probably not going to get accepted to be a seller because you have to put in like an application and like give some like selling history before they even accept you to be a seller.
Oh yeah.
Selling history from what? Like eBay or?
That like I applied to try to sell my singles or whatever, just throw them up there for a couple bucks, because it's all bidding, whatever.
Yeah.
So I tried and I just put my eBay selling stuff up there, and they were just saying, unfortunately, at this time, you can't be accepted. But then a week later, Jim Mint got accepted. Very Gary Comics got accepted. I was like, oh, man, that's well.
I see how it is.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up. But
yeah,
it's pretty cool, man. Like I only get on there when Tyler Kirkham goes live now because I don't need to spend any more money other than that.
Well, now we know. Like it gives you like something else to work for, Like, hey, let me get my channel big. That way I can be on Whatnot or something.
Right.
And like another one of those milestones, like how I did YouTube. Like, I just want to do YouTube so I get 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
Are you there yet?
No, I'm actually at 2,000.
Oh, you're almost there.
Yeah,
you're killing me though. That's for sure.
I'm afraid to look at what I'm at. I'm probably still in the minutes.
4,000 minutes. That'd actually not be bad, but not horrible. Let's see.
Yeah, I
gotta check.
Just want that super chat so I could, get $1 here and there. You're gonna buy some ramen and stuff.
I just want my 500 subs so I can start making posts on YouTube.
I can't believe
you're going on strike to you.
You actually made that freaking inching towards 500 with the little worm and everything.
I was talking to Omar and I was like, I'm almost there. I'm inching towards it. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw it, I was like, "That's cheesy but clever." I gave you a golf clap for it.
Yeah,
that's why I said don't judge.
Yeah.
What was that? There was
Hey, Dom's in here.
Dom. Did you say Dom?
Yeah, Dom.
Okay.
Comic book report.
Okay. That reminds me. I need So, I was thinking about going to read Preacher. Have you read Preacher yet, Mitch? Anybody read Preacher?
No, I want to.
Yeah, because I was like,
I think before I go and get the Omni, I'm probably gonna read it digitally a little bit. Just, I mean, like, I've heard it's very dark. It's very religious based as well.
Yeah.
I haven't read too much religious stuff in comic books, so I don't know how I'm gonna like it. So
yeah, because I read Garth Ennis's Punisher, and I was like, all right, I like Garth Ennis now. He's pretty chill. I like his style a little bit because it's kind of dark and gritty. So I was like, okay, what does Garth Ennis make in DC? So I was like, I saw like there was Preacher and there was Hellblazer. But I heard that like Preacher was more of a recognized series, like everybody loved it. That's why they made a TV show about it and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if the TV show is still going or if it got canceled. I forgot. But yeah. Would you say all right, Chris, do you love Preacher or do you love Sandman more? Which one would you say? But Sandman's like Neil Gaiman, right?
Neil Gaiman Sandman. That's the one I really, really want to get. Those 3 Omnis. But then it's like the 3 Sandman Omnis or those beautiful absolutes, which there's like 7 of them. So there's a ton of them.
Yeah.
But the 3 Sandman Omnis, then there's the 2 Lucifer Omnis, and then there's 2 Books of Magic. There's 7 Omnis right there.
There's a lot of Neil. So how is Neil Gaiman's style?
I haven't read it.
Oh, you've never read any of his books, like his Dark Horse books or any of his books at all?
No, the first Neil Gaiman book I have is American Gods that you sent me. And
I
haven't gotten to read it yet.
Yeah, the American Gods. I was like, let me take a break from this real quick. So I wasn't in the mood for that type of style yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got Android Topic. Dude, he pre-ordered cereal. Look, I ordered 5 copies too, dude.
Did you get 5 of them?
Yeah, I got 5 of them. Yeah, no, we had a broken link for the first 30 minutes in the morning. So that's crazy. But that reminds me, I was really surprised that you actually wanted the omnibuses of Preacher and not the absolutes, because the absolutes, even a slipcase, will look really cool, like really cool.
Yeah, well, I would prefer the absolutes, but
no, that was for Noah. Too.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because Noah, you said you wanted the omnibuses.
Yeah, I mean, before I started doing omnis, whenever I first started reading comic books, instead of just buying the trade paperbacks to see if I would even like the story, I went ahead and bought all the absolutes before I read something.
Yeah.
So like I had, Absolute Dark Knight, Absolute DK3, Absolute Batman Year 1.
Yeah. I
had the absolutes I think they're a really good display piece, like like any slipcase is,
Yeah.
But I don't know, the artwork that's absolutes are the best way to look at the art for sure. I mean,
yeah.
But I don't know. I just kind of like having the entire story in one place.
Yeah.
I
think Preacher is 2 omnibuses, and then the absolutes is 3 or 4.
I think it's 3.
I think it's 3.
I think it's 2 omnis. I know it's 2 omnis. I don't know how many.
2 omnis, and I think 3 absolutes is what I remember.
All right, let's see. But everybody says, they love their absolutes. Chris loves his absolutes. Cigar loves his absolutes. I prefer the absolute. I feel like, honestly, when I look at the absolutes, the artwork and the pictures that they put for the absolutes on Preacher looks more badass. When you see the Preacher omnibuses, I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, it's just like
they're a bunch of portraits. They're just a bunch of portrait shots.
Yeah, it's just him smoking a cigar and the other guy with an eye patch. But the other ones, like he has like bloody and demon and whatnot. I don't remember, but it just looked cool.
Yeah.
And then let's get with Android. So it was never available. Well, it was always out of stock from Penguin Random House. And then Lunar said it should be back in stock in December. So hopefully we have our Absolute Swamp Thing back in stock this month. Same thing with like Batman Rose No Man Land and JSA and all these other books too. There was a lot of books that are supposed to be restocked this month. Yeah, so we got 3. Yeah, Preacher is 3 absolutes or 2 omnibuses.
Yeah, and Sandman with Overture and Death is 7 absolutes. Plus, then you have Lucifer.
Yeah.
And Books of Magic. So there's 4 omnis right there.
Yeah.
And then if you have the whole series like that, you have a bunch of absolutes and then some omnis.
Yeah. And then the funny thing is we actually have Absolute Death finally coming back into stock. I think our reorders are coming back on Friday, but apparently, you know, it's been out of print, out of stock for I don't remember when, but like since the summer, like July or something. So it's finally back at Penguin Random House, but I don't think Lunar has it yet. But if you guys have been waiting on Absolute Death, you know, definitely pick it up. I think you start off with Death first, right? Do you start off with Death, then you read Sandman, then you finish off with Overture? Is that how it goes?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm asking. You know, Chris already knows, so he'll answer. Because that's literally how I organize it when I like had my little display piece. I had Death, Sandman, then Overture.
Mm-hmm. Well, like when I first started reading comics, Overture was just coming out, and someone at the comic shop was like, "Oh yeah, you can start. Like, it's a perfect spot to start. Is Overture #1?" So I bought it, and I read it, and I was like, "What the hell am I reading? I have no idea what's going on here." And yeah, I don't know. I feel Chris is saying Overture is where you start, but man, I was so confused. So I read that #1. I was like, no, I'm not even going to bother continuing.
I had that same reaction when I started reading Final Crisis. I was like, what am I reading?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
I started with Sandman.
Yeah, I feel like if I try again, I'll start with Sandman, then I'll go read Overture. I feel like you appreciate Overture more. That, like, yeah, chronologically, Overture comes first, but if you want to get into the series,
I've been really meaning to like keep on reading it, but I always get like halfway through, or like I'll read like maybe like 5 something issues. Now like I need a break. I need to go on to something else.
Do you have all the Sandman?
I have I have all the Sandman, all the Book of Magics, all Lucifer. The reason why I even wanted to read Sandman was because so I could start Lucifer. And I know it's not going to be the same as a TV show, but I always want to read Lucifer because
dude, I love the show. Like,
yeah, the TV show is
so entertaining.
Yeah, it's funny.
Like, oh man,
I still have not finished the last season, freaking whatever it was. So I've been meaning to do that. Even though they keep on saying this is the last season, this is the final season.
Dude, they've said that for 2 seasons straight now. I'm like, dude, which one? But they always end it like they could end the show, and then they just keep adding more. I still get weird looks when someone asks what I'm watching. I'm like, oh, I'm watching Lucifer. They're like, what are you watching?
Weird.
Like he literally helps the police. Okay, it's not what you think.
And then so do you know if there will ever be an omnibus for Invisible? I know there's
better be one thick boy.
So what is Invisible? I know there is Invisibles from DC, but
well, isn't there Invincible and
when he said that, I thought,
what is it? Irredeemable, and what's the other one that came out?
I thought that was like a typo, and he meant Invincible.
Oh,
but I could completely be wrong.
Yeah, because there is an omnibus, DC omnibus. It's called Invisibles with an S, I think, with the grenade and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if there will ever be one. I was like, don't we already have one though? So you know, we'll see what he means. Typo.
So it was Invincible.
Okay. You already knew you had like, you know, telekinesis.
The thing is with Invincible is like they never finished those big, thick. They did like 1, 2, and 3. Is that what they did? And they never finished it, so all they have is those deluxes, and they're pretty good.
I wish they would. I wonder why they didn't finish the library editions.
They should finish that series in library, like whether they reprint the originals or not.
I promise they will sell.
We have all these people that bought 1, 2, and 3 and never got volume 4.
Yeah. True. This is my boy Michael. So Mike, he's the one I got the Valiant set from. He actually was one of my very first customers too. It was cool because like it was before I even had the website. It was like I used to post all my books. Like I would literally lay it out on this kitchen table right here and take a big old picture of everything and be like, hey, I got a bunch of books right here. Anybody want to buy anything? And he hit me up, drove over to, you know, my area, and he went to pick up some books. And I was like, man,
I remember that.
Yeah, this is, you know, okay, somebody actually want to buy some books for me. That's cool. This could really be a thing. But yeah.
And now it's come full circle because you just bought from him now.
Yeah, like he bought a little bit from me. I bought a crap ton from him though. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad that you know you gave me the set. Well, you didn't give me the set. You sold me the set in a big video. I have a big plans for this.
They were in his hands all right. All 3 trips up the stairs.
That's how you got him so quick, is because he lives close to you.
Yeah, he didn't have to ship it or anything. I literally he even dropped it off. It was kind of funny too. He put it in. He had to go to his neighbor's house because there wasn't a box big enough for all the books. So he had to put it in. He had to put it in that diaper box. So whenever I sent you, I think I sent Mitch a video of like, hey, I'm having a baby.
Well, he said I have a special announcement, and it's just like a shot of Huggies, and then you pull back, and it's all the Valiant books in the Huggies box. I was like, dude.
I had an aneurysm.
I don't want to be the person to tell you.
I don't want you to hear it from somebody else. Huh?
Yeah, telepathic. Okay, I got it. I'll remember it for next time. You are telepathic.
Yeah, telekinetic means you move stuff. Telepathic.
Yeah, Noah, come on, man.
Jean Grey. Telekinetic.
Yeah.
And what's the guy?
Doesn't she do both though?
I don't think. Maybe she can read minds. Well, she's known to be more like telekinetic.
Yeah.
So.
Well, now I know. Anybody are you picking up the Phoenix? Is the Phoenix Omnibus like an older like series, like Silver Golden Age? Because I thought it was gonna be a pretty popular book, but it seems like it's not.
I'm not sure. I know it's older. I don't remember what age it is though. If it's so, yeah, I don't think it's current. It might be silver.
Okay, because I was like, I thought Phoenix was a badass character. It was gonna sell, but I guess because it's just an older book. Even like Conan sold more than her. I was like, what the heck?
Conan's the weirdest thing. Like, I don't know. I'm really glad
with you.
I'm not reading
I don't understand the movement. You know what I mean? I don't. It's like when somebody posts it for sale, it's gone immediately. I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, I just needed, like, you know what? I had the Colossals. Now I had to get the regular one because I was not planning on collecting Conan at all until I was like, you know what? I got to compare the Colossal to the regular ones for a video. So might as well just collect it all then. But I think I have it all now. I mean, it's not even here yet. It's still being shipped to me, so we'll see.
Oh, I think you're right, Chris. It is technically a reprint. The Phoenix.
Okay, is that what it was? So
I think it's a reprint. Yeah. So it's old. Yeah, Professor X. That's Xavier. Yeah, he's telepathic. That's his name. Yeah. I was blanking on his name. He's telepathic, and yeah.
Okay. Like a huge complication. Phoenix Omnibus is a okay.
Compilation.
Compilation. Okay.
like a huge compilation. Another typo.
These typos keep throwing me out because like I'm reading it without. Now I know. Now I know. I gotta read it like it's a typo. But I'm just looking more forward to like the modern Hickman omnibus for X-Men. I was like, man, that's gonna be cool. But all the other stuff like Uncanny X-Men, X-Men by Claremont, X-Men Omnibus 1 and 2, all these other ones, I'm like, I don't know if I can get into that one. It's too. I'm too young for that.
I really want to read what is it? New X-Men by Whedon.
Yeah,
that's the one I want to read.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really into much X-Men because it's just too much to get into. But
it'll feel an entire IKEA show. That's what I can tell you. I have
it's nuts.
A bunch.
Man, one omni that's like eluding me, and it's like I'm not a big X-Men fan at all, but like for whatever reason, I keep being drawn to the Uncanny X-Force omni.
Everybody says they love it. Like Day, if he was here, he'd be like, "Yeah, you gotta get it, man. Yeah."
Uncanny X-Force is awesome.
Somebody play the clip immediately.
Dude, I need to put like a little like recording here for each time I want to mention Day, and just throw the little video up out of nowhere. You gotta get
like
it.
He's dying, dude.
Yeah, but like the Uncanny X. Uncanny X-Force though, it's like everybody says it's like.
Fix it.
You want me to fix it?
There we go.
There we go.
Man, like, I really want to get it, but like, people are asking like $150, $200. I'm just like,
It's crazy because last year it was still in print. And people were selling it for really cheap too.
The thing is, like, I don't want to pay that price because it would literally be a blind buy for me because I don't read any X-Men at all.
Yeah.
So,
Valiant was a blind buy for me, and it went pretty well.
Are you trying to persuade me?
No. I would only recommend stuff that I have read or heard was really, really good by multiple people. I would never recommend anything just to sell it.
Yeah.
I will say, like, Uncanny X-Force. That was I think that was one of the first comics I ever read.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. So when it reprinted, I finally got it because I wanted to be able to have that.
Yeah. And then knowing Marvel, if you're patient enough, everything gets reprinted from Marvel. So
even DC, like everything, Gotham Central, Infinity Crisis, all those.
Maybe
huge.
Absolute Promethea, maybe, I'm not sure.
Everything. Nothing is limited. Everything gets reprinted.
Everything gets reprinted. even like you can see it first with Boom. This is the only time we'll make something to Killing the Children slipcase, and once in the future slipcase, guys.
Yep.
And they make another printing.
Yeah. So it's a.
Were you trying to show the Day clip and you're like, I give up?
Could you not hear it?
No.
Oh, I was trying to show the data. All right, let's try it again.
Even 52 is coming back. Like, what is 52, by the way? Like, I just see like 52 with like the little cross and like Batman.
I have no clue what it is.
It's like, what is it, like 52? Like a year, like 52 weeks, like no hero, like all the heroes are gone.
Okay, I know what that is. I have a few single issues of that.
And I believe that's when Gotham Central like comes right after 52. Okay. So like all the heroes are basically gone. 52 happens as they're like coming back.
Okay.
It's all a little bit kind of sort of overlaps in there.
Gotcha. Did anyone read Authority Omnibus from DC? Anybody in the chat as well? Because I heard that one was like one of those things, like the Boys type of book from DC. It's like the Boys, or it could be like Irredeemable, Corruptible, whatever that was, and whatnot. Because I've been meaning to check that one out too. It's like, Evil Justice League type characters. Is that what it's like? Alpha? Do you know like what is it about? It's like is it evil? Is it like Evil Justice League? You know, yeah, the Authority omnibus. Because every single time I restock that thing, everybody freaking buys it. I don't know why, but like it's one of those sleeper omnibuses. Like nobody knows about it, but when it's but when it's in stock, it sells, which is kind of crazy.
I do have Planetary. I need to finish that.
Oh,
I started it a long time ago, so I should probably restart it. But I do have Planetary. So there's, I mean, that when it first came out, it was one of those Amazon pricing glitches.
Mhm.
So I got it for like $25 or something like that.
That new Absolute Planetary book though is huge and it looks cool. It looks really cool. Like I had so many copies, but I just never took one home because I always forget. Like I have so many that like a crap ton of freaking omnibuses. And like I think I have one at home. But I just never took it home to read it. But like Planetary and Authority, and then we have like Preacher. I need to make a poll on what I need to read. You know, from DC. Because there's just so many. I don't think I'll ever catch up.
No, you'll never catch up. That's the problem. You start playing that game where you just try and buy everything or something, or like I tried to put together a big DC readathon. That was, I think it was going to end up being like 20 some omnis and a bunch of hardcovers and a few trade paperbacks. It's like I can't get to all this. There's no way. I really want to, but it's basically everything up to and just through Infinity Crisis.
Yeah.
Included like all of the Green Lantern and Flash and half the Crisises, which is like 40 different ones. And it's like, you know what, it's just never going to happen. And so I kept Flash, Infinity Crisis, and Jeff Johns' Green Lantern. I'm like, I'll just stick with those. And yeah.
I feel like DC has really interesting characters in books, but there's just like so much to read.
And it's like, to me, DC is like, a lot of the times, every character in every story can be very repetitive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they're reusing a lot of the same aspects from different stories, and I don't know. I really wish. You go ahead, Mitch.
No, that's what I was just saying. Like that's why I like, and I've been on the big kick for like Image and Boom and all those is just because they're one and done.
Yeah,
they're
single
really
one
cool
shot
stories. You don't have to have all this background knowledge of these characters and what happened in what event. I mean,
there's a lot of boundaries they can cross, and
they can do. There's just freedom in not having all that, like, you know, oh, we got to retcon something if we want to do this, or explain it away, or just ignore it and have everyone mad.
Or they have to apply for it to be put in like a black label category or something.
Yeah, it's
that's the only DC I enjoy reading is Black Label.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if I'm gonna read a big long story, like, you know, I got like Usagi and BPRD and Hellboy, like that's awesome. Like those are cool, but it's just one story straight through. It's not okay. You know, well, read Green Lantern Volume 1 and then jump to Flash Volume 1 and then read this Crisis and then jump back and forth. And it's like, man, that's just a lot of...
That is, I think that's got to be the biggest thing that grinds my gears with DC. I wish they wouldn't divide up a single storyline in between like 4 different ongoing runs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How like for this one storyline, it'll be 2 issues from Batman, 3 issues from Flash, then Wonder Woman. Like, just keep it one person so it's easy to keep up with.
Yeah, that is exactly why I read Image and Boom. that threw me off for a second. And so Ryan, what is their best stuff? What is not collected that, you know, that is out right now? Do you guys know? Like Mitch knows?
I mean, I'm getting a custom made, you know. I don't know how that hasn't been collected in one.
Which one are you getting? I forgot.
All 3 of Frank Miller's Batman stories.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like I guess I can see why it's not collected, because when you think about Frank Miller's Batman and the main DC, I feel like they're separated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like those are kind of just Frank Miller's deal, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I do agree, though. A lot of the big DC stuff that should be collected is not.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Funny.
kind of
Like Chris is saying, good luck finding a starting point in either of the big two.
Yeah.
It's like,
right.
Yeah, those ones just like throw a dart at the wall, and wherever it hits,
exactly. Literally, like, oh, whatever looks cool. We just start with that one.
There's sometimes when runs have like 2 volumes or so, that can be a decent like jumping on point. Like JMS's Spider-Man, you don't have to have like all the knowledge in the world about the characters because it introduces a lot of new characters that nobody even knew about.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What do you say about like the DC absolutes though? Aren't they like you could just jump into those absolutes?
So those are really good. So essentially, those are like the graphic novel, just oversized, and they throw a lot of extras in there. A lot.
Yeah, but I mean, like, can you just jump into like an absolute? Like, let's say like Creature Absolute or Absolute Kingdom Come or Absolute Batman Year One. Can you just jump into those, read the story, and be done with it?
Yeah, because a lot of the time, like I said, they're just graphic novels. They have like a start, a middle, and an end. So it's not. Most of the time, absolutes are collected from a run that was written as a graphic novel.
Okay.
Like how Batman Year One was a graphic novel.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Returns was.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. I was like, that's why I was like, I prefer to read the absolutes right now because like sometimes the omnibuses I have to read like I'll have to like for Blackest Night. Like I just wanted to read Blackest Night. That's all I wanted to read. But I was like, oh, I got to read Green Lanterns Volume 1 first, and then some of Volume 2,
Good luck,
and then go into the Blackest Night, and then
And Marvel's just as bad with a lot of that stuff too. Maybe slightly better, but not really.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only Marvel series that I can like follow from start to beginning is like Aliens because there's Aliens 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
And then we have we have Star Wars now getting collected. I don't know how.
I'm actually pretty excited about those.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a big Star Wars guy.
But even those are starting to get kind of wonky. Like you have Darth Vader 1 and 2, you have Dr. Aphra, you have the regular Star Wars, you have another one coming out, you have all these legends now, and it's getting all.
I want to get a Star Wars by Jason Aaron. I've been looking at that one for a while, but
Jason Aaron wrote a Star Wars.
Yeah.
Wait. I think was it Jason Aaron?
Brian
I think
Wood?
it was.
Brian Wood?
I don't remember. On Omnibus or just a Star Wars series?
I get those names mixed up so much. Like on the cover, it's got Luke Skywalker standing in front of everybody.
Yeah.
That one right there.
Yeah, that one. So I do have that. I didn't know it was a Jason Aaron run though.
I love the new DM cover that's solicited when it actually looks like the movie character. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm.
Yeah, it's Aaron.
Okay.
That's getting pre-ordered.
Is that one getting the Yoda cover too, or is that a different series?
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Because I know there's a Yoda cover for one of the Star Wars series, but I forgot if it's the Jason Aaron run.
I don't remember. That's Jason Aaron's.
Yeah.
I want to get a few of the Star Wars
there's a lot of Star Wars Omnis now, so I get it confused. But Ryan, I did read Green Lantern 1 and 2 and Blackest Night just so I could read Blackest Night. I haven't finished Volume 3 though. I don't know if I will. I mean, it's a fun run, but it's just like there's just so many books right now to read.
Yeah.
And then Nick Lindsay asked, "What about Flashpoint Absolute versus the Omnibus? Which one to keep?" If you guys
which one?
The Flashpoint Absolute or the Omnibus?
So that would be a question for Dede, but he's not here. But I've read both, so I guess I can give my input. So the Omnibus obviously collects all the tie-ins as Omnis do. If the tie-ins are not that big of a deal to you and you just want to read the main story, just stick with the Absolute. The artwork is like double-sized and it's
That's kind of the rule of thumb is like if you want just the main story without all the tie-ins, go Absolute.
Yeah.
And then you get that great art presentation versus if you want every tie-in under the sun, go for the Omni, which is like I would love to have like a Absolute Carnage Absolute.
yeah, I know exactly.
That would be awesome.
Because I read the Absolute Carnage Omnibus.
Yeah.
Weird naming convention, but
yeah,
that one, like, it was good the first half, but man, all those tie-ins just kind of ends up being a pretty big slog.
For me, I'm like, I don't really care about tie-ins. That's why I don't really read omnibuses as much anymore, because there's just so many tie-ins. I just want the main story, you know. But I guess
Well, I mean, Brian was saying, is that Brian Alpha?
Ryan? Brian? Oh, down there. Oh yeah.
Alpha, like Flashpoint had some great tie-ins, and it's true. It's like some of them are really good, but man, some of them.
His name is Mike.
Mike, sorry, not Brian. Sorry. Like you end up. There are some really great tie-ins sometimes, but a lot of times you just end up reading like just random tie-in after tie-in because some writer was told by the editors, you have to write a story that ties into this big event that we're doing. And, here you are having to slog through it.
Yeah, I need to get my boy Mike on here too, because this guy knows a lot of books and like their continuity and everything, dude. He's really chill too. I think I'm definitely gonna throw him on here.
Does Darth Vader really come out December 7th?
That's what it said, and it hasn't been.
It was delayed once already, wasn't it?
Yeah,
because I remember
like
way earlier, like in March,
October or something.
Like I remember in March of this year, I was looking at pre-ordering that.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be October, and then,
October, and it got pushed to December, but it hasn't been pushed anymore. So I think it should be coming next Friday. So.
Oh, that Yoda cover does look pretty sweet, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
For which Star Wars series is it? Which Star Wars omnibus is the Yoda cover?
That's the Jason Aaron one.
Oh, okay. So yeah, see, I was right. I remember.
So I'm definitely gonna grab the Star Wars Legends, the Rise of the Sith with Darth Maul on the cover.
Yeah, that's really
phenomenal.
Cool. Yeah.
Holy crap!
I'm getting every cover, so you know.
I bet. And then of course I gotta get the Darth Vader cover when he's holding his lightsaber like right in front of his face.
Yeah.
That's the one I got pre-ordered.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So I think that was like one of my first orders at OPB, and it's like the one that's still the only pre-order I have out.
I know there's a couple Darth Vader omnis that are like really thin. Is this one really thin, or is it?
I think this one will be a bit.
No,
thinner.
I think the Gillen one was the really thin one, right?
This is 624. I'm on there right now. The new one coming out.
Okay.
That's 624.
I know there was two for the longest time that easily sold for like $300.
Yeah, that's the Gillen one. The one he has right now is the one I have at home. I think that's a pretty thin one. Well, I have two of them actually. I forgot. But
Mitch, is that the one that would sell for like $300 consistently?
I think so. I think this one's.
Yeah, that one sells for I read like the first issue. I'm like, I'm gonna put it back and read it later.
So this one is 1 through 25.
Yeah.
Annual 1, Vader Down 1, and then 13 and 14. So it's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 issues. So yeah, I mean it's
not crazy thin. I'm not
it's not crazy thin. Like if you put it next to.
Yeah.
If you next to Jason Aaron,
I mean, it looks pretty thin compared to that, though.
It's half. It's half the size.
Yeah. So Nick Lindsay said, "When do you think the DC Dead Planet zombie stories get an omnibus treatment? Since all of their releases have been in the hardcover already." I mean, I wish they would get an omnibus because I really like the DC story.
How many of them are there?
I think there's
several.
4 or 5, but all the hardcovers are really, really thin. Like DC's was the biggest one, and everything else like, what's it called? Something Dead. There's so many. I forgot what it was, but I forgot the titles. But
would that fit in Absolute? Maybe
it could. It could definitely fit in an Absolute much better than it would in an omnibus. And then there's only like one part where I really liked. It was basically all the villains. Like they had to take care of kids. So you see like Bane taking care of kids and Deathstroke and what's that zombie guy? I forgot his name.
Deadman?
No, like he's a big old walking zombie. I forgot his name. Yeah,
Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, Solomon Grundy. Yeah, Solomon Grundy, and then
it's not completely empty up here, boys. Just
a couple things rattling around.
Yeah, that Unkillables. So DC's Unkillables was my favorite part of the DC series. It was just so fun. I've been meaning to do that for the October review, but there was just so many other horror books that was throwing out there. But Unkillables was my favorite part of the DC's line. If you never read DC's, you could literally just go into Unkillables because it's kind of like a single a story by itself. Whatever happened in the DC's universe, what all the villains did. But if you haven't read DC's, definitely check it out, man. You could check it out at OrganicPriceNotes.com. We have all of them.
Have any of y'all read any of that Darth Vader run? The one that's coming out?
No.
I read the first issue and I just like, oh, this Darth Vader's guy choking somebody out. That's cool. And then I don't know what happened, but
basically I'm just asking, is he just completely violent in this? Because like my dream for the world is for them to make a rated R Vader movie.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
I would literally throw my wallet and both my credit cards out.
It's under Marvel. I mean, it's under Disney, so.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing. It's like a kick in the freaking pants. Dude.
Yeah. I wish if they made an R-rated Star Wars, I would definitely be much happier watching it in movies. Yeah. It's like, oh, you're just gonna stab somebody with a lightsaber that can melt you, but then you're just gonna poke them real quick and they fall down.
I want to see Vader like use the Force and pull all the limbs off.
Dude, the movie needs to be after Revenge of the Sith and before A New Hope when he's just trashing everybody. That would be perfect.
I avoid trailers and screenshots as much as possible, but I did see, I think it was a screenshot of the new Obi-Wan show with Vader in there, and Vader looked pretty messed up in that Obi-Wan shot.
Man,
from what I saw, I don't know if it was a fan art or what.
For that show,
I never knew there was a Star Wars anime. But what is this anime? And let us know. We'll check it out.
Yes, please comment that below.
It's rated R.
What in the world is that?
And would you recommend this anime? Is it like a good read? I mean, a good watch, or just like, oh, it's just rated R?
Dude, Ryan, I totally agree. Watching that scene from Rogue One, oh my gosh, dude! You want to talk about me just like getting chills, man? That Vader scene at the end of Rogue One is just beautiful.
Oh, that's the one where he's going through the?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, they're making an Alien series on FX. I'm definitely gonna, watch that. I love Aliens and Alien vs. Predators.
I'm really excited for the new Predator movie.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, so it's called Prey. And I think it's 300 BC is when it takes place.
You talking about the Predator movie?
Yeah, so that's by Danny Trachtenberg, who I've been following his work since he was a podcaster.
Yeah.
And trying to get into the industry, and then making some short films based on the Portal game. Yeah. That was his first big breakout, and then he got into. He was gonna be he was originally slated to direct Y: The Last Man. And then it got canceled, and then he ended up jumping over and doing 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Dude, Cloverfield Lane. I love the Cloverfield series, but Cloverfield Lane was great.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. It was very suspenseful. I was like, holy crap!
So he's doing the director of that Cloverfield. Dan Trachtenberg is doing the new Predator movie, which is super exciting because that guy's he gets it. He's a huge nerd. And he understands the material.
Okay.
So Alpha, do I get to see him slice and dice kids, or is it just him dealing with his internal problems, which is totally fine. But I'm a big fan of Invincible, so you can probably get. I love seeing blood getting slung everywhere. So.
Yeah, this guy's weird.
Okay, hey, go in your closet and get the shirt that you've got. Okay, I don't even just floating there with blood dripping off his arms. No.
So, man, we have so many viewers around this time of night. So I was like, man, should we move it? Should we move it to like freaking 10 p.m.?
How many do we got right now? I can't even.
We have 20 now.
Oh, okay.
The first
so
hour we had around like 5 to 7. Now we have 20. So I think this may be a better time for most people.
Dude.
West Coast time.
You know? So Nick Lindsay talking about Star Wars. Have y'all watched Star Wars Visions on Disney Plus?
No.
The very first episode is my favorite.
Oh my gosh. There's definitely some duds in that show, but
definitely. But
what's the one with the samurai?
The first one, the very first one. What's it called?
Is it an anime or a live?
So they do it in different types of animation. The first one is like straight anime, in my opinion, and it's in black and white, unless it's a lightsaber or a blaster. And it is. Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. It is so amazing.
Okay, well, I'll definitely check it out. I've been meaning, like, I need to watch Hawkeye, dude. I'm like, I haven't even started that series yet.
Ooh, yeah, episode 1 is definitely the best, so don't expect them all to be that way. But,
yes.
Yeah, Hawkeye is awesome too. I'm halfway through episode 3, and that is awesome. That show.
Okay.
And it's Christmassy, so it's a good.
Would you say like Loki or Hawkeye right now? Like, because Loki's my favorite.
Dude, Loki show is awesome.
Loki was fun and quirky and all that, but Hawkeye's like
it's got a serious tone to it.
It's more like Falcon and Winter Soldier.
It's a little bit. It's more like Loki kind of broke away from the MCU.
Yeah.
Like shtick that they do.
Yeah.
Hawkeye brings it back a little bit, but it's I think better than how it's got a little bit more heart. It's a show, so they can take their time on it.
Yeah.
And that's the big problem with the MCU is those movies have like 20 characters and they have to pack them all into 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Which versus this is like 2 characters, 3 characters, and they have 8 hours. So it's better.
Mm-hmm. So Loki is the only one getting a season 2. I was really hoping that WandaVision would have get season 2.
Dude, for real.
Well, she's like Agatha. So like the side character. Antagonist is her own show. Which I don't know. I could have done. Okay, an episode. I don't know if I really want a whole show.
I probably won't watch her show, but it's fine. I was just.
That's how I felt about the What If series. I didn't really watch the What If
series. The only episode of that I really liked was the Marvel Zombies one. Yeah.
That was one I was like, that one's okay. Like it was a fun
cool concept, but
it was a fun concept, like how they all ended up kind of bringing it together at the end.
Yeah,
I guess spoiler, but it was okay.
Loki the show really made me love the character Loki. Like I really liked him from the movies, but I think that just kind of brought it full circle.
And then it made me want to read the Loki like complete collection, little book, whatever, too. Tales of Asgard.
Didn't they just come out with an Omni here recently?
Yeah, but that thing is old AF.
It's his like original appearances.
Oh yeah, Lord, no,
I opened it to look at the artwork and do a review, right? And I was like, I don't think I can read this.
Nobody getting decapitated in there.
And the funny thing is, like, we haven't sold any copies ever since it came out.
Wow.
There's everyone who wanted it bought it. No one else.
Yeah, but like I forgot what it was. The standard cover looked so cool. It just looked cool.
I will say the one besides Thor by Simonson, like I'm pretty into like all the new like reading current age comics, but Thor by Simonson's awesome.
That's what I've heard, man.
It's super slow reading because it's a huge book and it is dense with text.
That's another thing I've heard.
It's beautifully it's beautiful. Like the art's cool, even though it's very Silver Age, old school. But the other one, and I started reading it. I was like, this isn't for me. Was Doctor Strange Volume 1, the original like Ditko.
Yeah.
And it's not very thick, but I mean it's older, so it's like I said, it's
silver.
Dense.
Silver.
It takes you a while. And I was like, I'm just gonna sell it. It's worth a lot. I'll just sell it and get something else I'm actually going to read. And I sold it. And the guy's like, dude, you should actually read this before you send it to me. Just take an extra. And I was like, okay. So I started reading it. And he's like, yeah, just take an extra week or two. I'm not in a hurry or whatever.
What a nice guy, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Super cool. And so I finished it. I'm like, oh, I kind of want to refund him. Like, I don't want to sell this now. Because it was awesome. And now they're reprinting it. So
yeah. And so
volume 2 is coming out. But if you want to get into that, if you want a good dip your toes into like old school type comics where it's that Silver Age, all that, either Thor by Simonson or Doctor Strange by Ditko, they're both really good.
Okay, well, I have it in my library, I just haven't opened it, so maybe I'll open it. Because you're saying it's so good. Because I think it was last year. It just got out of print last year, and so many people were just buying it for like
Thor?
stupid amount. Yeah. Thor by Walter Simonson, the first.
Yeah, well, it was a huge whale for a long time, and then it got reprinted, and everyone bought it out, and then now it's becoming a whale again.
Yeah,
just like Infinity Gauntlet.
That was like one of the first cases of books I bought too. Like from Diamond was Thor by Walter Simonson. And real quick, where's his name at? Nick. Which Loki omnibus would you prefer? The Journey into Mystery, or Journey into Mystery, or Agent of Asgard? Like which one?
The Journey into Mystery. That's the main. That's the more acclaimed.
Oh, okay. Run. Is it modern or pretty old as well?
I think that's more modern.
Okay.
I think that's the one by that's the one by Gillen.
Okay.
Journey into Mystery by Gillen. That's
Yeah, I see them every once in a while for sale. I just never be like, hey, let me buy it. Maybe next time I see it, I'll snatch it up real quick, just like with Valiant.
Yeah.
I wish Day was here so he goes like, man, you're a freaking Jerkosaurus, man.
Okay, I need to figure out how to share that audio now. Let's see. Come on.
See, I did get Thor Heroes Return Volume 2 as well. Volume 1, we had that in stock for a while. Thor Heroes Return or Walter? Which one's better? There's just so many Thors. The only Thor I know is the Jason Aaron Thor. I haven't really read any of the other Thors yet. I do want to get a Jason Aaron Thor piece, Jane Foster Thor commission. That's my next one from that guy after he finished Something Killing the Children. It's kind of funny. Noah's way more excited for that, the newest commission than I am.
Dude, don't even get me started.
It looked really cool though, right? But you were like
just imagine it in a big poster, just up here, bro, just somewhere.
Oh, so did you already highlight this one? Thor by Aaron is the only one you need.
Yeah. No, I did not, but I agree. I agree with Mike.
Yeah.
100%.
So like, if you're gonna only read one Thor, read that one, because it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I finished it already.
Yeah, like if you're looking for like the quintessential Thor, which I mean, like if you liked Thor Ragnarok, which is the best movie in the MCU, obviously, that a lot of that pulls from Thor by Simonson.
It's kind of funny because I wasn't even planning on liking Thor. I just was like, let me just read this to get over with so I could read War of the Realms Omnibus. You still trying to get that video to work, aren't you?
I'm trying to kill it. Where do I stop it? There it is. It's killing my computer.
You just kind of close it. You need a new computer, man. You can't handle 2 tabs.
New one's coming in. Should be here mid-December.
I feel like Tomb of Dracula is the biggest whelp that I've seen because I seen Tomb of Dracula go for over 500. Ghost Rider by Aaron, I saw that not too long ago, maybe in like a month or so, and it sold a little bit over cover. But maybe, I don't know, but I never see Tomb of Dracula, and that thing always be going over like 500.
Yeah, Tomb Dracula's probably way up there.
I try to one of my local comic book shop when I first got into comic books. He bought like a dude's entire collection, and he put Tomb of Dracula for like $700. I was like, oh dang, never mind.
I can't imagine paying that much for a single book, dude. I can't do that. There's no way.
Yeah. I think that's correct. God Butcher. I think Christian Bale's playing God Butcher. From Jason
I'm excited to see that.
It's a Jason Aaron Thor movie.
Well, the next Thor, Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I think because that has Jane Foster coming.
Okay.
Coming back. And I think
Portman is like Jack right now, dude. Like I saw some set photos. She has some guns right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
making me look like less of a man out here.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to any like the new like Marvel related stuff because I just want to go in blind. Like I haven't even watched the Spider-Man trailer because I'm trying to go in blind.
Nope, not watching it. Not watching it.
I haven't watched it either.
Dude, you were like watch it as soon as it came out, and you like as soon as the tickets went on for sale, you're like, yo,
dude, I was up. In my theater, I was the first 2 tickets that were sold.
And I was up
at 11:30 waiting on the app, and as soon as midnight hit, it let me in. Dude.
Yep. Dude, you should sell it for $20,000 on eBay right now.
No, because I want to see the movie.
If somebody actually buy those tickets,
now if those are legit, if those become legit sales,
yeah, I'll just watch it the next day.
I'll just watch it the next day. But dude, it's so weird. Like I think it's just the big cities whose theaters are really selling out because there's still seats available in my theater. Like,
yeah.
I really don't even think I needed to be up.
See, this is why I should stop giving him admin control.
Anyway.
Whoops, it was a typo.
Look at Irma just comes in out of nowhere. Valiant. See, this is the person I was like, hey, you're like, I added all the Valiant stuff to my cart. Can you add more books? I need more. She's one of those people, like, no matter what video I put out, if it's unnatural, like the research purposes book or any book, she's like, I'm gonna buy it now. Okay, cool.
You get the photo and video bait. Gets people excited. The photo and video bait, people get excited.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Fraction probably got like, a couple thousand for his contribution.
Yeah. All right, so real quick, I know you read a lot of Boom. Well, I'm thinking about starting Power Rangers, but it's not available yet. So I was like, man, do I really want to read this right now, or wait until like the books are in stock, then I'll read it? But I don't really know what else to read from Boom that's like available at this time.
Did you know? Well, it's Christmas. Now's the time to jump into Claus.
Claus.
Have you read it?
No, I have not. That's a Boom series?
Yeah. Oh man, it's on my annual Christmas list. Hold on.
And with his fancy glass case.
I know, right?
Whatever. I'm like emptying it out. I'm gonna end up with a pile of books next to me by the end of this. It's show and tell. So there's 3 of them. They're all Boom.
Okay.
So this is the main one, the first one, the best one, really.
Okay.
And it's Grant Morrison.
Okay.
But I mean, it's got like the gold gild edges.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's out of print. Come on, man.
Is it?
Yeah, they don't have it in stock right now. I just checked.
You gotta find it. But I mean,
the only one they have is the New Adventures of Santa Claus.
Oh, that one.
Dude, that sounds like a dope title.
This one, you gotta find this one. It's my Christmas read every year. And then, New Adventures of Santa Claus. That one's pretty good actually. That's the second one.
Okay. And then, guys, and people in the comments, I'm trying to read one that's in a collected edition, not singles. That way I can be like, hey, you could get it over here at granddepressbook.com, you know? But like if I do singles, you can't really do that.
Yeah. So you can the New Adventures Santa Claus, that one's pretty good too. That's volume 2.
Yeah.
And then this one is it was pretty disappointing, to be honest. The Life and Times of Santa Claus. I mean, the art in it is just killer in all of them.
Yeah.
But the last like half of the book is just like a weird calendar storyline. And I mean, but what they do is every year Morrison and who is it that does this? Dan Mora. They do like a thicker issue, double issue.
Yeah.
And then every other year, they collect 2 of the issues into a hardcover.
Okay. Well,
so
I'll get the only one that's in stock and just, read it.
I'd say pick that one up. I mean, the thing is, like, you want to read the first, you do want to read them in order.
Okay. I guess you can just send it to me then.
Yeah.
He's about that. Even though you give me all this cool stuff, I won't give you any of my stuff.
This is my I read this one and Batman Noel are my main reads every Christmas. So.
And then I did read Irredeemable. So if you like Invincible and you never read like Incorruptible or Irredeemable, you should definitely read those ones because it's actually really good. It's kind of like The Boys. Once again, like an evil Superman character. Everybody trying to go take him down, stuff like that. So if you ever like that, I probably will do like a review or read through again because it was really fun.
I was gonna say, going back to Power Rangers, like that was my like age demographic growing up was Power Rangers, but I never watched the show. I thought it was kind of like pretty dumb, to be honest. Like, but everyone was going crazy over volume 1, so I was like, all right, I'll pick it up and try it out. Like, art looked cool and all that, and it's actually really good. Pretty good main story. There's a couple side story, like a one-shot side story, miniseries, whatever you want to call them, at the end. And which one was it? Like volume 2 or something like that. It was probably the single worst comic I've ever read in my life.
Oh no! Oh no!
But once you read the main story, it's great. It's fun. It's really cool. It's not cheesy or anything like that, which was surprising. But once you get to those miniseries at the end, just close the book.
Okay.
Don't even bother.
Well, now I know. What's it called? I want to read Power Rangers because I did an overview of the Shattered or Necessary Evil, and I just thought the artwork was like really good. Like all Boom title artworks are really good.
Yeah.
So I really want to read Power Rangers because of artwork, but do I want to read it now?
Yeah. And it's not long either. Like they're not super dense reads or anything like that, but it's a pretty cool story, and it all just flows together too. So you can't that's the only other problem is you can't just jump into it.
Yeah.
This guy freaking Power Rangers for nerds. But like I don't even know what to say to this because
you know
everything about comics. Like this guy knows the entire Valiant series from the back of his head. Oh man, that's funny. And then I did ship off all my Batman, I think every single Batman copy has already been shipped off. If you have not got a scan yet, USPS has been pretty behind on their shipments in scanning, so just give them some time. Big nerd energy, this freaking guy.
But you're watching YouTube, 3 guys talk about comics, and you're watching it. You're probably big nerd.
I know, right? And I was like, man, I don't know much about comics at all. You asked me anything about Marvel, I'm like, I don't know. You asked me anything about DC, I don't know. Image, I don't know a lot of, but I'm trying to slowly stop reading Image only because there's not much left. Like I read.
Yeah, I think unfortunately we kind of dove into the holy grail of Image off the rip.
Yeah. But like I read.
In my opinion, Invincible is the holy grail. I don't want to upset anybody, but
weren't you asking about Saga?
Invincible.
Weren't you asking about Saga the other day?
I was not. I have
Saga
never asked about Saga ever.
Yeah. Oh, what the wrong person. So Cigar, yeah. So US, like I don't know what's been going on, but like our carriers, like my personal carrier that comes by every single day, we used to have like those big giant like trucks, but now he comes into with one of those little tiny smaller van, like the size of an Amazon van, basically. And we have like maybe like 3 to 4 pallets of books to ship out a day. But he can only like do 1 or 2 trips, so he can only like grab 1 pallet. So it's like it took a long time to get a lot of our stuff out because like one, there's shortage of staff, and then like shortage of trucks now or something. I don't know what's been going on, but but then after you give them the stuff, it takes another week or 2 to them actually process stuff. So you know, it's been a hassle, but I give them this. It's been a lot better than last year. Last year, if you bought anything in December from USPS, you will not get it until freaking January or February. Let's see. We have. Oh yeah. So Irma, I sent. I don't know what happened, but her USPS worker is so freaking lazy or something. Because every single time I send her a package over like 30 pounds, the driver will literally say, "Oh, she requested to get it picked up at the USPS post office."
Oh my!
It doesn't even want to leave it at her doorstep. I was like, "What the heck is this?"
Dude, the UPS delivery guy is a freaking trooper for me. That's all I got to say. Dude.
Yeah. They made like a little fort in front of my door the other day because we did all the Amazon shopping. So the Amazon guy like had this big stack of boxes. Like he didn't put it next to the door; it was right in front. So you like open it.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. All my UPS guys been like solid. They all like I have all their phone numbers, the ones that I knew because they always pick up my mail and whatnot. But like whenever so I have like a high tendency of porch pirates in my area since I live in Dallas. So like whenever I get something like expensive like a camera or whatever, like I had to buy a microwave because my microwave broke. So I literally shoot him a text or he'll call me if I have something coming up. Like, hey, do you want me to leave it at your door and throw it in your trash can? Because I have like recycling bins outside just for. It's not even for trash. It's for my carriers to put mail inside, so I won't have porch pirate yoink my stuff when I'm at work. So UPS workers are like, they're a different breed.
It's called a cart.
That blows my mind that they won't carry it up there simply because it's too heavy.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Like media mail's up to 50 pounds, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually,
70?
70
pounds.
Yeah.
70 pounds, yeah.
And then Mike says the Holy Grail Image is Brubaker and Phillip titles. Right? Let's be honest.
Can't argue with it.
There are a lot of Brubaker and Sean Phillips. There's like Criminal. There's Kill or Be Killed. There's Fatal. I just want Lazarus, man. I just want Lazarus. That's all I want.
I need to finish that series. It's super good.
And then Ace Thunder. I'm ready for that to come out.
Yes, I think that might actually be Saga and Descender. I think might be my 2 favorite Image titles.
Descender, 100%. I agree with you. Saga is really good too, but Descender, oh my feels, And then Robot kills.
Driller.
Driller is a real killer.
Yeah.
Driller. Oh man, you gotta read Descender. If you haven't read Descender, I hope it gets reprinted, but knowing Image, they said that they're not going to be reprinting anything anytime soon. So, I
think they're going to start reprinting like mid next year. I think they're just waiting out like all the paper shortage and all the backing up of all the presses and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, Killer Be Killed needs a reprint though. That is for sure.
Yeah. So if you guys in the comments, if you guys read Image, what are the ones that you want reprinted most? Because for me, it's just Lazarus, but I know there are a lot of titles that I don't know, only because they're all out of print, so I haven't even like given them the chance to even read or anything. But I read a book of like the first book of Lazarus. I was like, man, I love it. I need you to get into more Image, Noah, because you only have like what, Invincible?
I got Invincible, Postal, Low, and Saga.
Also, yeah, you gotta get your Invincible game up, bro. You gotta get the Walking Dead. You gotta get Criminal.
Like, okay, so I want to try to read all of the heavy hitters from Image, like the top dogs, so that way I can really come to a decision.
Yeah.
Of who
If
leads
Invincible's the best,
huh?
If Invincible's the best,
as of right now, yeah. Invincible is the best to me. Like that's granted. I've only read I've only read 3 things by Image.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, if you like Invincible, I think you'll like The Walking Dead because it's by the same guy.
Yeah, I mean, I love the show, so
if you love the show, you definitely like the books a lot better. Because for me, the show was a snooze fest, dude.
Show sucked compared to the books. So
yeah.
Which
granted,
everything typically does.
Yeah,
I watched the show to a certain point, and then I stopped watching it, which I'm sure everyone.
Is that Rachel Ray? That's
the Rachel Ray Omni.
Isn't that freaking Abstract Studios? And that's not even Image. But
So I will say that there are, as of this afternoon, I checked, and there were 8 copies of Rachel Rising on Terry Moore's website.
Are they the black? Are they the black?
No. Black edition was really limited, and that sold out immediately. And then he found a box like in the corner of his warehouse last year with 36 copies in it, and those went within seconds. So you're not going to find black edition anymore.
The weird thing is, it's getting resolicited again. But I am not taking pre-orders on this thing because what happened last time? They were like, oh, we're not gonna get any, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this again, and then have everybody hate me again.
All right, so just don't take pre-orders, but put in an order for like 400 copies, and if they don't get it, then no one knows. And if you do
400, get it, maybe like 100. I mean, would you say it's like Usagi level,
not Usagi level, but it's pretty high up there. I'd say at least 200 copies. That's what I'm saying. 200 copies.
Least. Okay. See,
what'd you do with Usagi? 400? Then ordered another.
So I swear I ordered 800 in total, and I think I only have like less than 200 left. So, but you did like freaking FOMO the crap out of it. But now there's like a crap ton of copies everywhere.
Because they did like a second immediately. They took it right back to the press.
Yeah, I even messaged them, and they're like, "Yeah, we got even more coming." So
I don't understand the hype for Usagi.
Have you read it?
No, that's
why you don't understand.
Well, I know, but it's like.
It's just like me saying, "Hey, bro, Invincible's a really great read, but you never read it."
Just looking at the, I'm about to get smacked. Don't judge a book by its cover, but it just doesn't look. It doesn't pull me in, which a lot of I really need to.
Yeah, I was the same way about Invincible. I was like, man, this guy's had a dorky outfit, the yellow costume, but it was really good. But Usagi is, it was a good read. It's not as good as Invincible, in my opinion, but it was still a good read. And Mitch agrees with me. See, he was shaking his head. If you tilt the screen the other way, he's shaking his head.
Just sad.
Yeah. And then Low. See, Low, you gotta finish it. Volume 2, like Low is great. Low is slept on for sure.
I really want to read Low. That one sounds awesome. Looks awesome.
I'm gonna do another reread of Death or Glory because it's by Rick Remender as well. It's a single shot, so I'll do a review on that one because I feel like that one was slept on as well. It was a good read. It was a good run. I enjoyed it. I think I sent one to Chris and he read it and he's like, "Oh, it's actually really good too." I think he finished it in maybe 1 or 2 sittings. That's how fun it was. Tokyo Ghost. I remember you mentioned that one to me. Like, hey, you gotta buy it. I was like, I already got one. But I should have bought the other one too.
Tokyo Ghost is awesome. I loved Tokyo Ghost.
Yeah, it was not a good fun read.
For a one-shot image one, that's not multiple books.
Yeah.
Tokyo Ghost is one of my favorites.
It was. I think the ending was sad, but
it was good though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a good ending, but it was like I remember it being sad. I was like, no, you believe that happened. But yeah.
I think TMNT show up in Usagi more than Usagi shows up in TMNT.
I forgot to show you those books, Mitch.
Oh, you did.
I think is that what I read? I know I was like I saw Usagi and TMNT in the was it in the box set or was it?
I got him if you want to see him.
Yeah, one of the first. Yeah. No, sure. One of the first he's in the TMNT's in the box set once or twice. They're like right. They're like right away almost actually.
Okay.
What was it? I just saw someone mentioning TMNT, IDW. I loved them. Really, I haven't read volume 12 and 13 yet. But up until then, they've been really good. I've heard really mixed things once Sophie Campbell takes over on the books. I think that's after issue 100.
Damn, 100 issues.
Yeah, they're like, I just saw the solicit on previews today. It was like 123 or 26.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I don't know. I really like TMNT. It's been one of my top series since I've really started reading, but I don't know if I'll keep going once Sophie officially takes over.
This is this is the big one right here. Hopefully you can see it.
Oh, that's awesome. Who's that signed by?
So right there, Francois Chow. He played the Shredder in the Secret of the Ooze movie. And then this right here is Alan Richardson. He played Raphael in the newest TMNT movie.
Sweet.
So there was a con like the weekend after I went to this one and got him signed where the original Raphael was going to be there and Leonardo was going to be there, but I wasn't about to drive down to Alabama. I was like, why am I still up there by myself? And then,
that's awesome.
then the other two is just 2 and 3 of that 3-issue miniseries.
Oh, that's cool. That's super cool.
I need to give TMNT another chance because I was the same way with you, Daryl. I read the first issue and I was like, man, there's not enough killing. I was on a killing spree. I want to see nothing death.
If you want Killer Turtles, then you got to read the old the Ultimate comics.
Yeah.
The Ultimate TMNT, you got to get those because those are
Is that the one where the first volume, the text is in red on the spine and then everything else is just white?
Yes.
Good night, Ryan.
I literally saw those in a shop. Dude was asking for $100 for all of them, and I didn't buy it just simply because they didn't match. I was I can't have that sitting on my shelf.
I sold all when I was getting into hardcovers. I sold all my TMNT IDW 1 through 45. They're all first prints, and actually had all 4 cover variants of number 1.
Oh yeah.
A, B, C, and D. And I had all 4 of those signed with a little turtle head sketch by Kevin Eastman. I sold all those to someone, and it let me buy 1 through 10 or something like that of the hardcovers, and all 5 or 6, whatever it is, of the Ultimate Collection. So I got everything by selling those. I was like, well, kind of sucks, but also worth it.
I feel like jumping into The Last Ronin, but do I have to read all the other stuff before I do The Last Ronin? Or can I just read The Last Ronin? Because The Last Ronin looked really cool.
It looks really cool. I've heard really good. Everyone that I know that's read it has loved it.
Yeah. But I could just start off without reading any TMNT and just read The Last Ronin.
It's totally separate.
Okay.
So I don't think you'll have to worry about any of that.
Okay, and then going to this guy, what's it called? The reprint came out, I think March for all of the East and West, and it was the last printing. That's what they said. That's what Hickman said. It's gonna be the last ever printing, but they always reprint stuff, so maybe you get it again.
Last ever printing for this year.
Yeah, let's do that. Last ever printing for this year.
Deadly Class. Yeah, I gotta get. Volume 1 is great. I need to read 2 before 3 comes out.
All of them been pushed back to March. I thought it was supposed to come out this year, but then I checked again.
Okay, so I got time.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. Yeah, so I do have Jason Aaron's run coming. I bought it from somebody, and I just finished Marvel Knights, the first Punisher omnibus. I have to review the video, actually all edited and everything is uploading tomorrow, so that's cool. And then that's the reason why I want to read like Preacher and Hellblazer, because Garth Ennis did a good job with Punisher.
I want to read that the Max Punisher by Garth Ennis.
Punisher.
Somebody was selling in one of the groups for $200, and I was just like, nah, I can't do it.
Yeah. For just one of them, or for both of them?
Just one.
Oh,
$200.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, that comes out mid next year, but then
it hasn't been solicited yet, right?
Yeah, it has.
It has. Did I put it up for pre-order? I don't remember.
I think I sent you the link, but I sent you like 20 links one day.
You sent me a lot of links, dude. Because like solicitations always, it's like 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
So this is literally coming. If it's coming out July or June, then I should be seeing it maybe next month.
Oh, it's not up there? I thought it was.
See, there's just so many books I don't remember anymore.
Okay, JP's gonna post it for pre-order right now.
Well, I don't. Is it a hardcover?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it on Diamond right now, so I don't think it got solicited yet.
Well, I saw it on Amazon.
See, Amazon, they get it 2 months early. You freaking monkey!
Called him a monkey.
See, I was like, no wonder, because like even Spawn and all these other things, like all the Marvel books, they always Amazon always has it 2 months in advance. Just like when you were like, why isn't TMNT Volume 13 out yet? I was like, bro, it's not even solicited for me. If Omar announced something, that means it'll be coming to me in 2 months. Because that boy gets everything 2 months early. I wish I could get stuff 2 months early. I need Marvel and everybody to freaking sponsor me,
Yeah. So Last Ronin should be coming out soon. Volume 14 of TMNT got announced a little while ago. I think you posted that. That's up for pre-order.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I haven't watched any of his like videos in a while, any of his breaking news. So like, I need a recapper from somebody to tell me what's all coming out.
I just saw Curse Words is up for pre-order.
Oh yeah, Curse Words. I have that book. I probably will read that and do a review on it. Just
Yeah, I need to do a review. I'm gonna do an overview on it next week or so.
Did you read it?
I kickstarted it and I read it. Yeah.
Okay. How is it? How is the book?
It's awesome.
Is it my style?
I think so. I mean, there's lots of killing in it.
Okay, because there's a you style and then there's a me style. Yours is different than mine.
Man, I don't know what the deal is with the Batman TMNT Omni. It's been solicited twice and it's been canceled both times.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Yeah. Batman TMNT, it was canceled. Oh yeah, canceled. It probably be coming back. Yeah,
I was looking forward to that, man.
I know that was one of my most anticipated.
Yeah, me too, man. I was like, oh, I finally read some TMNT, because it has Batman.
Because Batman's in it.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty salty about it too.
Yeah, King in Black will be coming on OPB in what, December 18th, around there when the new solicitations come out. So you'll be okay.
And I'll pre-order it on December 18th.
Well,
that.
So, quick question: is King in Black and Venomnibus like double dipping?
Okay, so when you say Venomnibus, I assume you're talking about Donny Cates' Venom.
Yeah.
So it doesn't double dip that much because I want to assume that Venom by Donny Cates is going to focus on Donny Cates' his Venom run, not necessarily the King in Black event. So it may collect everything up until King in Black, or it may collect the Venom issues from King in Black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But either way, both of those omnis are going to be like chunkers. So
yeah,
there's a lot.
Yeah, because I was like, man, both of them are like, people said you don't really need to read King in Black if you get Venomnibus, and I was like, oh, what? But they're both like really chunky books. I was like, how is Venomnibus gonna have?
I'm still going to get both of them, even if they double dip a little bit, because
the covers look cool.
Yes, they look freaking sick.
Like we talked about this earlier.
I wish.
Go ahead. Were you about to say something, Noah?
I was talking about Daryl's. Comment. I wish, because that is such a cool concept.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough material to be an omnibus, but there is enough material to be an absolute. They did. What's it called? Kind of have an open-ended ending, so it could get continued, but I don't see it being continued anytime soon. Because there's a lot of stuff they left out. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but like somebody's in the sun, just getting stronger.
Wonder who that is.
Somebody just destroying an entire planet is headed to Earth. There's there's a lot of things.
Yeah. So, Alpha's explaining it. After a certain point in Venom and King of Black tie in like really close. It's like you got to read one, then the other, and kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they're gonna collect them separately though, like in the Venom by Donny Cates and King in Black.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're gonna do it. Either way, they can still take my money. So.
That's true. See, like I said, this guy knows.
Dude, he knows what's up, man. There he is. Donnie's been on like his main run. And okay, so
how you gotta type in the comments, but not even come into the live chat? That's messed up.
So I was right to some extent, right? It's gonna collect his main run, main events. I completely forgot that it's gonna collect Absolute Carnage as well.
I was gonna say, all I want is Absolute Carnage, and then go into King in Black and all that, and just get it that way.
Okay, so the King in Black is just the event and the tie-ins to that. Okay, so I was right. Hey, I'll take it. Man,
so that one sounds way better.
For the deceased, if they did a deceased absolute, there's so much potential for a humongous cover gallery. Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, dude, I want to get so many pieces from deceased commissioned. Especially the first issue when, like, I think it was like Lois holding like Zombie Lois and Zombie Clark.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's really cool. But there's just so many pieces I need to get commissioned. And my guy's holding it down, dude. His second piece looks so good. I'm super excited to like present it whenever it comes out. Noah's like obsessed.
With what?
The Something Killing Children one that he's working on.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, get him to make another one. Get it, like, or just make another copy of it.
Yeah, but like, instead of buying artwork from like Whatnot and all this other stuff, I just get a commission now. I'm like, screw it.
That way you can get exactly what you want.
Exactly, and it gives like the small guy a chance to like, get recognition.
Dude, the Conquest one is like,
yeah. I still been meaning to put that on Instagram. The idea is to put that on a shirt and on a canvas.
The dog is so loud.
I know, right? Omar announcement has everything collected. So, what announcement? Which one? There's some. Oh, and Donny Cates. Okay. Like, there's so many of his announcements. But yeah, we're about to hit our 2-hour mark. So I'm pretty sure this is like, a pretty solid time, to get off and say goodnight. But if you guys have any last questions, feel free to leave it here.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for coming out, chatting us up, calling us nerds and all that. Thank you again. If you're still here, Mike, for the Valiant set, thanks for watching the show. I hope you liked the YouTube video. I had to make it cooler, like this is a really big set. I had to like make it a skit or something. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to always check out my boys. The Omniverse. I keep on calling you Noahverse. And my boy Mitch from Own It Buddy, and then Day, the guy over, that didn't show up today because he's a flaker. Flake. But thanks again for coming out, and I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, and this will be a weekly stream. If we can't make it, I'll make an announcement saying we can't make it. But it will be every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central. But yeah, good night, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.